And what I find extraordinary, and why I sometimes struggle to muster up the sympathy for every single victim of the con men, as opposed to the actual con men themselves, is that we were told this. Jacob Rees-Mogg, what do you think he meant when he talked about cheap food for peasants? What do you think he was referring to when he said he'd be perfectly happy shipping in tons of hormone-injected beef from Australia? What did you think that would do to British beef farmers? When Patrick Minford talked about the necessity of running down manufacturing and agriculture in the way that we had run down coal and steel. I genuinely, and I don't know, and I'll never know, and I can't really imagine ever addressing the issue in an academic sense because I find it so impenetrable. What did people hear when the rest of us were hearing the truth? Farmers seemed to believe it more completely than anybody. Farmers had more to lose and more at stake than anybody else except the fishermen. Well, and the exporters. And the universities. I could go on. But farmers had more to lose than almost any other section of society, and yet they were queuing up to stick bloody great signs in their fields saying, vote Brexit. Everywhere you went in 2016, if you had the pleasure of driving through British countryside, it would be in some way sullied by seeing a whopping great trailer parked at the side of the road with vote Brexit on the side of it, or a picture of Nigel Farage with a pint pot on his head. The farmers seemed, and the statistics sadly support this to a point, the best efforts of people like Liz Webster notwithstanding, the farmers seemed to sign up for Brexit with more alacrity and enthusiasm than any other public-facing profession in the country. Some of the conned deserve contempt because they relish in being conned. If you are celebrating the unhappiness of farmers, for example, who voted Remain and are now struggling with the consequences of their colleagues' actions, then you deserve contempt. You are profoundly unpatriotic. You have inflicted damage upon your own country while congratulating yourself on being a patriot. You are, to use a technical term, a complete plum.